All right, so we're going to talk about function composition a little bit here. So to compose two functions, it's like you're making them work in conjunction with one another. So we're not adding them, we're not multiplying them, we're not dividing them. What we're doing is we're plugging in one function into another. All right, so it's like we're going to be taking this entire expression here and then plugging it in for x into this function over here. But just to start us off, kind of a slowly, we're going to let x be a number, all right? We're just going to evaluate function composition expressions, all right? So here we go. Find f of g of -3. So this is not multiplication, and what you want to do is kind of do this from the inside out. So you want to do g of -3 first, and then whatever the answer is for that, that's going to go here. All right, that's going to become your input for your f function. All right, so whatever g spits out, that's going to be what you plug in for the f function. All right, g of -3, that's not too hard. G of -3, that's -2 times -3 plus 1. Well, this is 6 plus 1, because two negatives. 6 plus 1 equals 7. Well, since that's what g of -3 is, I'm going to put that here. And now I got to figure out f of 7. All right, f of 7, you plug in 7 for x on the f function. So you're going to get 21 out of that. And then 21 minus 4, that's equal to 17. And that would be it. That's f of g of -3. All right, here we'll kind of reverse it. We'll swap it around. G of f of 0. So you got to do f of 0 first. Okay, f of 0, you plug in 0 for x. All right, 3 times 0 goes away, but then you got a minus 4. You get -4 out of that. But now you got to do g of -4. So you're going to go up to your g function right here, and then plug in -4 for x. All right, -2 times -4, that's positive 8. And then positive 8 plus 1, that's equal to 9. Got it. All right, let's look at a couple more here. All right, these are the same idea, but our functions are quadratic this time. So this won't be any different, really. All right, so g of f of 1. So f of 1, I'm just going to plug in 1 for x here. So pretend these are 1s. You're going to get 1 plus 6 minus 3. Well, 1 plus 6, that's 7. And then 7 minus 3, that's equal to 4. Nice. So f of 1 was equal to 4. And then for g of 4, let's see here. We're going to plug in 4 for x on the g function. So that's going to be 2 times 4 first. 2 times 4 is 8. And then 3 minus 8. That's -5. Got it. All right, this one we're kind of plugging in f. We're repeating f twice is what we're doing. So f of -2. All right, so I got to figure out f of -2 first, and then whatever that is going to go here. All right, f of -2 is going to look something like this. -2 squared, that's replacing the x with a -2. -2 for that x. Okay, this is equal to 4, because you multiply -2 times itself. You get 4 minus 12 minus 3. This is -8 for 4 minus 12, and then -8 minus 3. That's -11. And then we have to go through the process again. We've got to plug in -11 for x again. All right, do it a little differently here. If I square -11, that's going to give me 121. And and I'm plugging in negative 11 for x here. So that's going to become a minus 66 and then minus 3. Okay. Oh, I should have known. The hardest part of this whole problem was the subtraction. All right, 121 minus 60, that's equal to 61. But then I got to take away 6 more, so that leaves me with 55. So that part right there, that's equal to 55. And then 55 minus 3, that's equal to 52. That's like the only part I still struggle with in math is just basic subtraction. Golly. All right, last up is this funky notation right here. So this up here, this is red. You would read this f of negative 2. This, the little circle right there, that means composed with. So you would read this f composed with g of 0. So you could literally rewrite it. It's the exact same thing. All right, it's f, but you're plugging in to f. You're plugging in g of 0. So it's another notation for the exact same thing. All right, so we'll do g of 0 first. G of 0, this thing just cancels itself out, and so you're left with a 3. So g of 0 is equal to a 3. And then now we'd have to figure out f of 3. All right, f of 3. So I'm going to plug in 3 for these x's here. So 3 squared, that's going to be 9. 6 times 3, that's 18. So I get 9 plus 18, that's 27. And then 27 minus 3, that's equal to 24. Okay, that's function composition, just evaluating.